The holidays are over. The presents are gone, the family's left, and all that remains is a trail of pine needles. Every year, millions of Americans bring home the perfect Christmas tree, decorate it, and make it the heart of their celebrations. But what happens when the lights come down and the needles start to drop? Most trees end up at the curb, destined for the landfill. An unceremonious end for something that brought so much joy. But in Texas, discarded Christmas trees are getting a second chance. Instead of rotting away, thousands of these trees are being put to work in a fight to save the state's coastline. The Texas coast is disappearing, eroded by the relentless ocean. These old Christmas trees are now unlikely heroes, used to build up natural defenses against the sea. It's a story of ingenuity and community, turning holiday waste into a tool for conservation. This isn't just a feel-good project, it's a real solution to a real problem. The trees help protect the coast, transforming from festive decor to environmental defenders. It's a dirty job, but someone, or something, has to do it. And in Texas, that someone is a Christmas tree. Why does Texas need old Christmas trees? One word: erosion. Coastal erosion is the gradual wearing away of land by wind, waves, and currents. The Texas coast, with over 367 miles along the Gulf, is losing ground every year. Some areas lose several feet of beach annually. Public land and natural barriers just gone. This isn't just about losing a place to sunbathe. Beaches and dunes are Texas's first defense against storms, absorbing the energy of surges and waves. As these natural barriers shrink, communities become more vulnerable to flooding and storm damage. Traditional solutions like concrete seawalls are expensive and can make things worse elsewhere. Texas needed a smarter, more natural fix. Enter the Christmas tree, a simple, cost-effective way to fight back against the encroaching sea. By recycling trees, Texas found a way to protect its coast and its communities. Sometimes the best solutions come from the most unexpected places. Erosion isn't caused by just one thing, it's a mix of natural forces and human actions. The Gulf of Mexico is powerful. Waves and wind constantly chip away at the shore. Hurricanes and tropical storms can erase decades of coastline in hours, washing away dunes and sand. But humans have made things worse. Dams on rivers trap sediment that would naturally rebuild beaches. Without this sediment, the coast can't heal itself. Coastal structures like jetties disrupt the flow of sand, piling it up in some places and starving others. It's like putting a wall in the middle of a conveyor belt. The sand stops moving where it's needed most. So, nature erodes the coast, and our actions prevent it from recovering. The result? A shoreline that's disappearing faster than ever. The challenge is huge, but understanding the causes is the first step to finding real solutions. That's where creative thinking and Christmas trees come in. Sometimes fighting nature means working with it, not against it. And that's exactly what Texas is doing. When a beach disappears, the effects ripple through the whole community. Homes, roads, and infrastructure become exposed to the sea as the shoreline retreats. The Texas coast is a hub for tourism, fishing, and shipping, all dependent on a healthy shoreline. If the beaches vanish, so do the tourists, and local businesses suffer. The fishing industry relies on coastal habitats that erode along with the dunes. Wildlife is hit hard too. Dunes are nesting grounds for birds and endangered sea turtles. When dunes wash away, these animals lose their homes and nesting sites. The natural barrier that protects inland communities from storms gets weaker, increasing the risk of catastrophic flooding. Insurance costs rise, and rebuilding becomes harder after disasters. Coastal erosion isn't just an environmental issue, it's economic and personal. The cost of inaction is too high. That's why finding sustainable solutions is critical, and why every Christmas tree counts. With the coast shrinking and traditional fixes too costly, Texans got creative. The Christmas Tree Dune Project was born, a community effort to use discarded trees to rebuild dunes. Instead of rotting in landfills, trees become the backbone of new sand dunes. It's large-scale recycling with a purpose: environmental restoration. Dunes form when wind-blown sand hits an obstacle, like a tree. The project gives nature a boost, providing thousands of obstacles for sand to gather around. Managed by local organizations, the project relies on public participation. Residents drop off their trees, knowing they're helping protect their coast. It's simple, natural, and effective. Instead of fighting nature with concrete, Texans are working with it. The result? Stronger, healthier, and more resilient coastlines. Turning a Christmas tree into a dune builder is straightforward, but it takes teamwork. In January, communities call for tree donations, stripped of all decorations. Volunteers collect and transport thousands of trees to eroded beaches. At the site, trees are laid in long, staggered rows parallel to the shore, often anchored in trenches. These bristly barriers don't block the wind, they slow it down. As wind loses speed, it drops its load of sand, which gets trapped in the branches. Over time, the trees become buried, forming the foundation of new dunes. It's a simple, effective way to kickstart natural recovery. What was once destined for the dump now helps rebuild the coast. The process is hard work, but the payoff is huge. Every tree helps restore a piece of Texas's shoreline, and it all starts with a simple act of recycling. Placing the trees is just the beginning. Over months and years, nature takes over. The tree fences capture more sand with every gust of wind, quickly forming new dunes. As the dunes grow, native plants like sea oats take root, stabilizing the sand. The decomposing trees enrich the soil, helping vegetation thrive. Plant roots anchor the dune, making it resistant to erosion. A vegetated dune becomes a living, self-sustaining barrier. Unlike concrete walls, these dunes are habitats for wildlife and blend into the landscape. It's proof that working with nature creates lasting, beautiful solutions, and it all starts with a discarded Christmas tree. The Christmas Tree Dune Project doesn't just protect property, it restores vital wildlife habitat. Restored dunes give shorebirds safe nesting grounds and shelter from predators. Sea turtles, especially the endangered Kemp's Ridley, need wide, stable beaches to lay their eggs. Erosion leaves them nowhere to nest, but the new dunes provide safe, elevated sites. Volunteers placing trees are helping ensure the survival of these species. The dunes also support insects, crabs, and small mammals, creating a web of life. Vegetation stabilizes the ecosystem, benefiting nearby marshes and estuaries. It's a chain reaction of positive effects. By rebuilding dunes, we restore the health and biodiversity of the entire region. Sometimes helping nature starts with a simple holiday tradition. Compared to concrete seawalls, the Christmas tree method is cheaper, more natural, and community-driven. Hard armoring is expensive and can worsen erosion elsewhere. Christmas trees offer a soft, eco-friendly solution that works with natural processes. The resulting dunes are living ecosystems, not sterile barriers. This approach builds community spirit. People become invested in their coastline's health. It turns an abstract problem into hands-on action. But let's be realistic. Christmas trees alone can't solve all of Texas's erosion problems. The issue is massive, driven by sea level rise and sediment loss. These projects are valuable for specific areas, but broader solutions are needed. Still, as a first line of defense, it's a smart, sustainable, and inspiring way to protect the coast. Sometimes the best solutions are the ones that bring people and trees together.